So over here it is written that it it look at cause and proceed to effect, just like cross sectional, right? That it is taking a particular cause and it will be proceeding up to what kind of effect is going to happen. A little bit like cross sectional. Now it will also look like a case control study. I'll tell you in the further sentences you get to know. Study before the disease is manifest and proceed to study over a period of time for the disease to occur. So with this sentence, what do you get to know? That this study will be very longer, isn't it? Isn't it? That you'll be finding a cause and you'll be waiting what kind of effect happens to that particular person. Okay, so this study is going to take a lot of time. Okay, so basically in the characteristics, if somebody asks or what is the characteristics of cohort study, you can say that this particular study would be taking a lot of time and it is a longitudinal study which will be done for a longer time, right? And cohort means a group of people sharing a common experience. Over here, uh, you won't be taking two kind of groups, but you'll be only taking one kind of group. Two groups is only taken during the case control study. Okay. So cohort studies are often prospective studies. They can be retrospective also. Now, this is the characteristics I was telling. It is like case control study. Case control may you go retrospective, right? You go retrospective when you understand the particular cause of that disease. Now over here you can also go prospective and you can also do the retrospective. So combination of both. Now you got it why I said that it is a combination of case control study and cross sectional. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is not difficult to understand, isn't it? Isn't it?
Ma'am.
Yes. I need an answer from everyone. Is it difficult to understand?
Can you please explain this more?
Explain more, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So cohort study typically observe large group of individuals. Okay, like the way I say that you'll be taking large population to study. Okay, so that study would be called as cohort and recording their exposure to certain risk factors and find clues as to possible causes of the disease. Okay, so first of all, you'll be seeing some exposure of that particular risk factor to find out whether that is going to affect the person in the future or not. Okay, and they can be, as I said, that they can be prospective studies and gather data going forward. Okay, or retrospective cohort studies are also there where you'll be seeing behind and then you will be collecting the data for that particular person. Okay, so as I said that it is a combination of both the things. Now you get to like you can do both the studies. Now, for example, you have decided that you're gonna do cohort study for this particular disease. Okay, over here you can do retrospective and also you can do prospective, and you also can combine both of the you can also combine prospective and retrospective and complete the study. Okay, and basically it is the best study design if you want to know more about a particular disease. It is the best study compared to cross sectional and case control. Yes, case control can be biased. Okay, as I mentioned before, right? If you are not if you are not selecting control and case properly, they might give you a biased result. Okay, that is the reason cohort study would be giving much more insight, and they will be giving less biased data for you. Okay, and okay, in the prospective cohort study, researcher raise a question and form a hypothesis about what might be the cause of the disease. Okay, so first you will be hypothesizing yourself and then find out that what might be the cause. Once you find out the cause, you'd be following that cause. For example, now see, this is normal thing which actually doctors does. Those who are doctors, just tell me, you once a patient comes with a particular disease, you don't really know the diagnosis of that particular person on the first day, isn't it? Now, who is doctor? Let me ask that person. Nurun. Nurun. Hello, Nurun. Unmute your mic. She's not unmuting. I think she's not there online. What about Amira?
Yes, ma'am.
You are a doctor, right?
Yes.
What did you complete it?
BSMS.
Okay, so BHMS. Basically, when, for example, you are also taught how to diagnose a person, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when just I'm for example, I have cold and cough, and I went to you, okay, and I went to you and I told all the symptoms to you. But on the first day itself, you'll be able to write my diagnosis.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. On the first day, you would be writing a what is that called? For a short time being, you will be writing particular diagnosis with a question mark, isn't it? Yet you'll have to find a lot of causes and effects, or what to say, symptoms, and you'll be following up that patient to actually find out the proper diagnosis of that person, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is also cohort. So that is also a
Yes.
cohort. You cannot call it as study because you will not be seeing larger population, right? With that only one particular problem. But it is a cohort that you would be following up a person that to confirm your diagnosis. What kind of diagnosis it could be? You have seen the symptoms of that person. That person is having cold and cough. Now next, after few weeks, if he is coming back, he would be having some another symptoms. Now you're still confused what diagnosis it could be. But at last, after doing few examinations or some of the things, you would be actually knowing that what could be the possible diagnosis of this particular person. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone got it. Over here it's just like doctor, the way doctor follows up his patient with some particular causes or risk factors, and decides or find out the cause of that particular problem, or find out the diagnosis. This is how you would be doing cohort study for a particular group. Fair enough? Understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just move forward. Uh, so then, after observing a group of people known as the cohort over a period of time, this may take us several years. I'm telling you, right? That this is. I'm telling you from before that this particular study might take several years. Okay. So this is not one like 2 months project. Sometimes people write research proposal and research studies within 1 or 2 months. Okay, so this is not that kind of study. This is here you have to do a lot of process. So for that it might take years. Okay, several years it might take. So and they also collect a lot of data regarding that particular disease, and they try to gather all the data and find out different risk factors for that particular disease. Okay. Just one example I'll give. For example, an epidemiologist may ask the participants in the study to record specific lifestyle details over a course of study. Okay, then they can analyze any possible correlations between the lifestyle factors and the disease. So, as an epidemiologist, what you're gonna do is you're gonna record the lifestyle of that particular group. Okay, so what group you have taken for your study, for that particular group, you will take out. You will just ask them to tell their lifestyle details. Now you will be finding out the correlations between the lifestyle factors and the disease which is going to happen in the future. Okay, so you will find out the correlations to it. Got it? You understood the cohort study properly?
Yes, ma'am.
There is any doubt? There is any doubt regarding this? If it is there, you can say. If it is not there, you can just say, no, ma'am, we don't have anything. We understood it very well. Okay, Marsura, right? What did you understand it? Because you don't speak collectively.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone else, other people, all of you unmute your mic and tell me because I want to also interact with you people. It's not that I'm just taking class.
Yes, ma'am, we understood.
Ma'am.
Okay. When you speak with your what to say teachers, no, it gives them confidence to teach you more nicely. If you don't speak with them, you're not going to do it. Managing is all about talking. If you don't know anything also, you can just blabber and then convince a person about something. So when you become a manager, you have to have the ability to speak. The moment you get to know that you cannot speak, you better go for research. You no need to talk. Okay. The people who are introvert, I would tell them to go for research or other areas where they no need to talk much. But as a manager, you would have to talk to people, convince people, give order to people, and also impress people. Okay. That is the most charming things which a manager has to have. That's why I always used to ask you to speak. At least I get to know a lot of things. Now, when you, what to say, as if you are in some other profession where you only have to do work. For example, if you are a lab scientist, you are taking samples. You are only conducting the what to say examinations, and you're giving back to the wards. No, you're not doing that. If you are a doctor, you're talking only with your patients, not with anyone else that much. But you also have to have a pleasing capacity. And if you are something else in a profession, there might not be much need that you have to speak. But as a manager, you always have to remember one thing, that you always have to speak. Now, I've sent you one document in WhatsApp that is a study actually. That is, I think that is a cross-sectional study. Yeah. So that is a cross-sectional study on hypertension that you'll go through, and just we'll discuss about it in the next class. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So just take a break for some time for up to the next class starts. So today you take out some time to read this particular thing. It is not very long, a really small case study. Study that one and get some understanding, and we'll discuss about it tomorrow. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so you can just leave the class. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you so much for giving me the assignments.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So, ma'am.